happy. I'm so blessed to have you here in my live stream because that means you are looking for a way out and are looking for some debt-free or capital opportunities that you can go for. In today's live stream, I wanted us to talk about what the heck is going on with these like loan programs for startups and small business owners. So come on in. Let me give y'all some time to get in here. Oh, I'm so happy that you're joining me today, this morning. Good morning, everybody. And don't be scared. Say good morning. Okay, especially don't be no stranger. Let me make sure getting stuff together for y'all. Okay. Woo! Now I've been ripping and running because I'm so happy to say that I have been investing my money into so many different affairs so that way I can increase my income living abroad. So I'm going to start bringing you guys some pre-recorded videos about how I'm doing that and how you can secure your income outside of the US, because so many of you guys want to leave the US and you're like asking me questions about how did I get myself established? How do I meet these people? All kind of stuff. So many great things that we can get into today. So what the heck is going on with all of these loan programs and all that good stuff? How are we being affected as startups and small business owners? Okay, so let's get into it. Hey, great day, Shelby. What will a $37 payment cover? We informed you that we are interested in you applying for it for us. Okay, go Davis Freight. We're not talking about this on this. We're not talking about that. But the information is in the description. It's in the description. So you should be able to take a look at it. But no, we're definitely not talking about it. Okay. We're not talking about that at all. Actually, I'm going to make sure the information is in there. And yeah, I don't want to talk about that. So hold on. Let me make sure that you have that in there. Yeah, I want us to have a real bigger conversation because it's beyond just paying a little $37. That's just a cute offer that I have for y'all, but I want to have like a real boss conversation right now. This morning I received, let's talk about my experience from starting this morning. This morning I received an email saying that the capital bridge loan, the emergency capital bridge loans, especially in Florida, so it's Florida Commerce, they are no longer active. And that really raised the question for me of what the heck is going on with these small business loans? What's going on with the SBA? What's going on with any type of small business loan or funding opportunity? And where does that put us? So many of us truly believe that we're supposed to get loans to be able to use them as capital opportunities to scale. But I'm telling you right now, the way things are going in politics time, I'm not interested. All right. So just really quick, let's just talk. I just want to touch on three main topics and then and just educate you guys a little bit. And then we'll get into like grants and stuff. And then we'll wrap up the live stream. OK, so welcome in, my friends. We having a real big boss conversation. So happy to have you here. If this is your first time meeting me, I'm Superior Shelby. I'm a 71% successful grant writer. I'm a 10-year entrepreneur. So I've been here before COVID, through COVID, and after COVID, and I'm still standing. I have traveled the world. I'm a global grant writer. And I love talking about small business opportunities that are debt-free, specifically that are, and especially that are not federally funded, okay? All right, so let's talk about SBA 7(a) loan programs. So you guys know about the SBA, right? Which is the Small Business Administration. Well, what's going on in politics is now you have a new person, director, who's over it, which is Kelly Loeffler. Now, she's this woman who is focused on making sure that there's no fraud and all that good stuff. Well, what's going on with the SBA 7(a) loan program and the reasons for why they're thinking about taking it away is simply because there are some serious delinquencies. All right. The program is facing increased delinquencies and defaults and leading to financial losses. And that can also be a result from COVID. So many businesses that are not even active right now actually got SBA loans during that whole pandemic time. And now what you're experiencing is a whole bunch of defaults and a whole bunch of delinquencies. So she's in a position now with the SBA where she's kind of like, let's cancel all of these programs. Let's just completely go do away with it. And let's also, yes, she's behind, not having so many people, federal agents, to be able to help with these things in the SBA. The SBA was a place where a lot of us was becoming acquainted with, especially with 2020. A lot of us was learning more about the SBA. Some of us actually went to the SBA to get things done, like our business plan, getting a certification for our business, like woman-owned small business certification, minority business enterprise certification, and so much more. So the SBA is specifically supposed to serve as the governmental agency that small business owners and startups can rely on to be able to get resources, education, and capital opportunities. But it just seems like since the pandemic, and even just a little bit before the pandemic, that it's no longer that type of place we can go to get some quality help, especially as a minority business owner. So you have the SBA that feels like that's no longer like for you anymore. And with this whole DOGE situation, which is the Department of General Government Efficiency, okay, the thing that Elon Musk is running right now. But when you have DOGE coming in and firing so many federal agents or federal workers, now you don't have enough people to go through these loans that so many people got from the pandemic and to be able to offer any type of incentives when we're talking about paying it back. We're in a financial economic time right now where things are consistently going up, which brings me to the impact of these new trade policies. The new trade policies are in the tariffs and stuff that is now signed in with these executive orders are really affecting us as small business owners and startups and even as consumers, right? When you have tariffs that are like, okay, we get a lot of our foods, goods, and all that good stuff from a totally different country. But when you have those tariffs, 20% or whatever the percentage is, well, who's affected by that is the business, and the business has to pay those taxes and fees, and then which trickles down to the consumer, which is you and I. So this is why you're going to see the price of eggs go up. This is why you're going to see the price of even hairbrushes go up that are made in China, simply because the tariff situation. So with the impact of these new trade policies, we're also affected by that too, which makes it so much more challenging for startups and for small business owners to be able to pay back those capital loans that they've been actually receiving through the SBA. And going through the SBA 7A loan program, it specifically was to help you with paying back 70 something percent of that loan in case that you do go through some sort of financial hardship, and you would just be liable to have to pay back, a smaller percentage. But those days seem like they are not here anymore. So it makes you think about who is for us in the startup and small business world, and how are we possibly going to be able to get the capital that we deserve to move forward. Now, this is why I say you don't need a loan. And then last but not least, right? With Kelly Loeffler being the new head of SBA, right? There might be some changes to her approach, and possibly that will actually affect the loan accessibility. What do I mean by that? Black-owned companies, hang it up, because there's no DEI, which means diverse, equity, inclusion, which means in the SBA, if you try to go to the SBA and you're looking for them to be your savior in your startup phases, well, and you look like me, then your chances or your accessibility to these opportunities are extremely decreased. So the mindset behind, oh, I can go to the SBA, I can even go to the Small Business Development Center. Well, I also took a look at the SBDC's website this morning, and I saw that they're going to have like a whole expo. But what I didn't see is enough of people that look like me at these expos, not even the one from 2024. So it makes me question, were y'all ever a part of the whole DEI situation, right? Cool. So because of these three key points that I just named, because we have Kelly Loeffler, she's a Republican, and because she's over the SBA now, we're going to have the loan accessibility, especially for minority-owned companies. You might as well hang it up. That's not even going to be in our favor anymore. Then we have the impact of the trade policies, which means with all this tariff stuff situation happening, inflation is definitely going to continue to rise. Yes, you're going to eventually pay $20 a carton for eggs. And then the SBA loan challenges, which is the delinquencies that we're expecting or we're seeing, that so many startups and small business owners are going through due to, financial hardships and stuff. Well, all of that plays a part in the reasons for why you don't need to have the mindset of I need a loan. And then to put the icing on the cake, right? To put the icing on the cake, there's no Consumer Financial Protection Bureau. I've been saying this for the last couple of weeks. I've been saying this for the last like 2 weeks, since we found out that DOGE just went in, ransacked it, and just totally shut it down. The Consumer Financial Protection Bureau was simply there to help us as U.S. citizens and consumers in the event that, so we don't get frauded or experience any type of unethical business dealings with these banks and institutions. So it really helped us out with not being able to, or being able to, hey, what's up, 7-Star, welcome in. It really helped us out with the whole thing of protecting us from being able to see all of these all of these bank fees and stuff for no absolute reason, right? And so this conversation that we're having is extremely important, because so many of us truly believe that we need to go for loans. And you can be stuck in that mindset if you want to, but you will be left behind. I just had a conversation with a woman earlier, and she didn't even know what ChatGPT was. And I know, I can tell by the base of her voice that, yes, she was a Black woman entrepreneur. But I'm actually quite disappointed, especially nowadays where we are in 2025, where ChatGPT is even thinking on itself and it's creating its own self. So I had a real heart-to-heart conversation with her, and I said, listen, you have to wake up, because if you don't, you are going to be left behind, and you're going to be one of the ones that's like, what? I just learned about how to get trade lines and put them on my credit. And by the way, that doesn't work anymore. That was so 2015, 2016. So it's very time. It's overdue of us to really have a heart-to-heart conversation, just as like creators, just as entrepreneurs, as startups, no matter what race, gender, ethnic group, or sexuality you're a part of. Seriously, if you are a part of the 90-something% that do not make these mega millions or billions, you are in this boat as well right now in these political times. And to know that you won't be able to have access to any type of loan opportunities simply because you don't identify, you're not in that tax bracket, or you're not in that income bracket, or whatever have you. Well, you got to think about other alternatives that you can go for. The mindset of, oh, I can get a loan, oh, I can just throw something on my credit, oh, this, oh, that. No, you do not need a business loan, especially in 2025, especially in these 4 years. You don't want to go for business loan opportunities. You just simply don't. So the opportunities you want to go for, that I'm always talking about on my YouTube, is grants, right? Because grants, accelerator programs, and incubators are all debt-free opportunities that you can go for, that you don't have to worry about paying back. Imagine being able to get $10,000 for your business for free, and you simply don't have to pay it back at all. They gave this money to you because you showed that you are really serious about like developing your company. She sounds stronger. Who is she? You're so welcome. Yes. So are you talking about what's her name? What's her name? The lady who's are you talking about the woman who I had a conversation with? Yeah, the person I was talking about. Yeah. And she wasn't the only one though. And what I'm saying, 7-Star, is it's actually quite concerning, because it is mostly our people that's in our community, right? And I even spoke to another woman yesterday We had a consultation, and I know her heart is literally in the right place. She has been like a CNA or whatever have you for a long time. You could tell she's been doing it for a while. All right. And so she's like, yeah, I want to do this. I want to start my own. I want to do my own home health aid agency. And this is what I did. I paid for my website. I've been paying monthly through Google. I've been in the way that she said her, like how she orchestrated her words. I I could tell that there was a lacking grammar, lacking vocabulary, and that she is just literally all over the place. Organization is key. Organization is key to your development process, so you can clearly identify the steps that you need to be taken to scale. She told me I pay for a website through Google. I've been paying for this website for every month, but then I stopped. I already got my LLC. I already got my EIN, but I don't have this. And then there's so many missing like holes, right? We call them holes or gray areas that's missing, that she has missing in her foundations of her business, which is why it's not strong enough. She also said that not only was she paying for a website allegedly, but she also was investing into Facebook ads. Mind you, her target audience is baby boomers. Her target audience are the children of those baby boomers. And you live in a city where you actually need to get community engagement. You need to develop the reputation of your home health agency. You're doing home health. Why are you doing Facebook, Instagram ads? And what does that look like? Because what type of ad are you even doing? Because just judging by this conversation, I am not confident that you have something that looks commercial or professional. You understand what I'm saying? And so when I'm having a conversation with her, I had to really break down. I said, listen, you need to stop paying for your Google ads. You need to stop paying for Facebook ads. And it's time for us. Hold on one second, you guys. I said, we need to on live. I said, we need to work through this idea a little bit better. The guy for the meeting is downstairs. Okay. I got a whole delivery. What? Sorry, y'all. Ordered some food. I got super hungry today. I've been super busy today. So I'm gonna get through this story, and then then I'm gonna go downstairs, get my food, and come back. Okay. So we'll have like a 2-minute break. But so pretty much, I told her we need to go through this entire thing one more time, right? We need to have this. We need to go through the steps. She's like, okay. I said, you need to stop paying for ads. She said, yep, I figured that. Then she was like, then I said, you need to pay for your website. You need to get that back running. She said, yep. I said, do you currently do the work? She was like, yeah, I'm a CNA, whatever have you. Okay, cool. So you need to get some testimonials. You need to get some testimonials on like how good your service is, right? And then she was like, okay. And then I also explained to her, I said, the children, they also need to feel comfortable, but it's also, the actual client themselves need to feel comfortable too. I said, so do you actually know, with your years of experience, do you know where these people hang out at? It could be bingo halls, the casino. It can be, it can be any of those places, right? It can be your local Golden Corral. It could be a Bell's outlet, wherever older folks be at. Because your services is what's called home health aid, right? You're not doing much medical care. That's what a CNA or what an actual nurse would do. What you're focused on is day-to-day things that need to get done, like laundry and cleaning the house and things like that, to help them out with their day-to-day activities, so that way they can just enjoy, watching TV or going to these different places that they go to, being more like a companion. So how are you setting yourself up to show that you have a quality service? Everything that I was telling her, it literally was like, it seemed like it was going in one ear throughout the other. But then her thing was, yeah, that's why I wanted to do this and I want to do that, whatever. You know what I'll do, I'm going to actually play a little bit of, probably play like just the voice, of what the conversation was like. Because seriously, I was like, bruh, we gotta increase our mindset, like for real. We have to, no matter what. And there's no way you've been working in this particular field for all these years and you simply don't know how to operate this. I even gave her that. She said that she paid money to be able to go to Texas, so that way she's going to go to a home health agency expo. Okay, cool. You're going to go to an expo, but then guess what? What questions are you going to ask these people who are industry leaders that already make money? I said, okay, did you know that you can franchise Visiting Angels? Everybody knows Visiting Angels, right? Visiting Angels is a nationwide home health agency, right? I said, so you can franchise them, and they can you know you don't have to worry about searching for clients and stuff. You just put your money in and it runs itself, right? She was like, oh, okay, I didn't know that. You've been doing this for how long? There's no way. You guys give me like literally 2 seconds, okay? 2 seconds, 2 seconds. All right. Thank you so much for waiting for me. I really do appreciate y'all. All right. So these consultations I've been having, I love y'all so much, but we definitely have to do much better with our communication skills. We have to do better with increasing our vocabulary, increasing our business acumen. Also, I'm going to say this again. 7-star says, oh, hey, Derico, 7-star says, I deal with it all the time. We're not all going to make it. You are right about that. It even says it in the Bible that that road to redemption, right? That road, that whole nice road and staircase to heaven is narrow. It's narrow, and it says it in the Bible, and there's a reason why, right? And everybody ain't gonna be able to make it. Everybody ain't gonna be able to go. And so many people actually don't like that, because they feel like, oh, that's discriminatory. But it's your actions and your decisions that make you not being able to go, not being able to scale, right? Not being able to win in your eyes, whatever that looks like. I'm building a website today so I can apply. This is so great. Congratulations. This is really good. So it's important for us to scale. The woman I spoke to today, she didn't pay for a consultation, but I had to call her because it was on my spirit. And she asked me, she was like, so you applied to this Honeycomb Credit Grant for me in less than 5 minutes. I said, oh, yeah, let me call her because I know she's probably having some doubts. She was honest with me. She said, actually, I was referred to you by a friend, and all they told me to do was just to pay the $37 and you apply to a grant for me. But she still does not comprehend what a grant is, how the process works, and also how to scale in this part, how to properly prepare yourself for these debt-free opportunities that you simply don't have to pay back. How important it is for you to get this type of capital so you can use it to scale and you can have more than enough money and funding that you need and you don't have to pay it back. She still doesn't comprehend that. So I had to break it down to her in a quick 10-minute phone call. I think it was like 7 to 10 minutes. And I said, for one, right? And I said, hey, I'm Shelby. I'm a 71% successful grant writer, and I've been doing this for 10 years. So my expertise, you can watch my YouTubes or whatever the case may be, but you'll be able to see that I literally come up with these answers in my mind like it's water running through the faucet, simply because I have expertise and experience through doing this. So yes, I can answer your grant application in probably 5 minutes because I know the grant language and I know what they're asking for. But I also wanted to educate her quickly about grants a little bit and about like the $37 course that she purchased. And I told her, I said the purpose of the offer is to give you education, and it's also to give you the ability to have me to write the grant for you. It is a twofer. It's a buy one, get one. It's literally the best deal that you can get in this grant writing world right now. Seriously. I explained to her that this course is like a 45-minute video or so if you speed it up. And it tells you all about debt-free opportunities that you can go for. So it's very important that you actually watch the videos and you take notes and learn more about this particular debt-free funding that you can go for. I also explained to her that it's important for you not to use ChatGPT. And I reassured her, I think that the reason why you were asking me that question, how did I answer these questions in such a quick time, is because possibly you thought that I used ChatGPT when I didn't. And so I explained that to her. She said, well, what is ChatGPT? That right there took me out the water. That took me out the water. My mama, who 50, 55, who 50 something, she know what ChatGPT is. So I'm like, what? And you are based out of Cleveland, Ohio. Like, you're in the actual, like, real city for real. You must really only pay attention to what's going on in your four corners, which is dangerous. I explained to her, I said, I read your because I read, the general information you gave me on the grant Google form. I understand who your target audience is. So your target audience is actually the 55 and older community. I said, do you know exactly politically what they're going through right now? I said, there could potentially not be any more Social Security benefits or opportunities there. They are thinking about tearing this whole entire thing down, which that affects so many people who provide, services and products for that type of market. She was like, yeah, you're right. I said, furthermore, did you know that there's no consumer I'm just educating her. I'm just telling her, like, girl, and I told her straight up, my sister, you got to catch up. I said, because you're going to be one of the ones that's literally going to be left behind. You need to wake up. I said it aggressively, and I don't care if this woman never calls me again because she might feel intimidated. But you're going to remember what I told you years later when you're actually, or not even years, weeks and months later when you are affected and you have to go into the store and you're going to spend $20 to buy a Kool-Aid packet. This is not a game. And entrepreneurship is not a walk in the park. It's not something that you do just for income. It's something that nowadays you have to have compassion in what you're doing, because you got to be willing to get through the muds of political times, economic times, and it's more spiritual than you think. Another consultation I had yesterday with an amazing young woman. She's Latino. She booked a consultation with me because she seriously just wanted to pick my brain on a few things, but also she wanted to have a much deeper conversation. And I know her heart and her spirit was convicting her to talk to me. So when she explained to me and she asked me this one simple question after asking me all the business questions up front, she asked me one last question. How did you keep going? I told her my story. I had to keep going through my physical abuse, my financial abuse, my mental instabilities. and having to go through verbal abuse and manipulation and narcissism. I had to keep pushing forward because I believe and I have tons of compassion in solving the problem that I've been solving this entire time, providing debt-free and financial freedom to the people who deserve it, the consumers, the everyday working people. No, I don't do this for fun. If I had a choice to do something for fun, I don't know. I would probably develop amusement parks for children. Who knows? Like, come on. You got to have passion in what you're doing. After I explained to her, she said, I'm so sorry you had to go through that. And she literally broke down crying because she could relate to what I went through and she just needed answers. She continued to tell me what she was going through personally in her relationship and in her personal life and the way that she's been thinking. Guess what I told her? Straight up, go to God. Your confession to me, I cannot work miracles. There is no human being that walks this earth that can literally pick up a mountain and move it to a whole nother location. There's no human being on earth that can do that. There's no human being on this earth that can part a Red Sea. Not in today's time. There's no human being that has that ability. So your confessions to a life coach, to me as a small business development coach, and your confessions to your friends and family who you believe that are for you, that have their own spirits and challenges that they're going through, you need to talk to God. Sometimes God will put you through a whole turmoil just to call you home because he loves you that much. Some of y'all are developing these services and products and you're trying to figure out why you don't have the mental stability or the wisdom to be able to think of an execution strategy. Yeah, because you ain't talked to the creator first, the one who created you. You developing so much sense of pride that you believe you the one that just thought about this. No, it was God that put that on your heart and on your mind. So it's time to go and say, thank you, Lord. Now, what else I need to do? Keep God first in everything you're doing. It's more spiritual than you think. I told y'all like last week or 2 weeks ago, every business owner, top business owner, every billionaire has a ritual that they do. Whatever God they praying to, they doing a ritual. So what makes you, the startup, one that's just getting in this monopoly game, who just not putting a piece on the board, what makes you think that you know what I mean, you could do this without God? No, this ain't how this works. All of these opportunities that we're trying to go for, right? Especially in the lines of credit, you might as well just throw it out the window on those traditional lending opportunities, especially right now in these 4 years. Don't even think about going for it. Right? Focus on the opportunities that are for you. Focus on how to develop that strategy to go out there and to market yourself so people can be aware of your service or product. If you just sitting at home and you think that you could put money behind a Facebook ad, a Google ad, and whatever have you, and you think that's going to get you enough reach, I'm here to tell you that there's actual AI that creates different bots, fake profiles, right? That create fake profiles, especially through Meta, that create these fake profiles. And then guess what? Now you think you're getting these real clicks from these real people. No, no, you're not. It's the robot, and the robot doesn't have money to give you. The robot doesn't need to eat, doesn't need a shelter to sleep. You understand? This is why I don't trust none of those, like putting money in ads and none of that. That's why I don't really trust that. I never did. Organic marketing is the best marketing ever, 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 ever. And the best example I could give y'all is Girl Scout. The Girl Scout cookie method. Word of mouth. Them girls do not do a commercial. You don't see no commercial on your TV at all around February when they're giving out them cookies. You just know. When you go to the store and you see one, you like, it's that time. They don't put out commercials and ads. It's all community efforts. Teaching young girls door-to-door methods on how to be young entrepreneurs. It's a nonprofit. but it's the best marketing ever in the ever. It's time for y'all gotta go for it. Go for it and wake up. And the mindset of, oh, I need a loan, I need this, I need capital, I need money, I need this, I need that. Like, bro, find the most creative way for you to go out there and get it. Like, for example, the woman I told y'all the other day that I had a conversation with, and she reached out to me because she needs $150,000 so that way she could be able to flip it for this particular real estate development opportunity she has. Once she develops the real estate or develops whatever she's doing, then the landlord themselves will give her the 150K back. All right, cool. That's your deal. You mean to tell me you in Miami, Florida, where some of the richest people in the world live and they walk all up and through Brickell, you mean to tell me you can't have at least 10 conversations with these rich people or lawyers or whatever have you and explain to them how they're if they do this and they invest, you'll be able to you don't got rich homeboys? If I would have knew that a deal like that, I had a deal like that, what? I'm calling all my rich homeboys right now. Hey, let me get $10,000 real quick. I'll give it back to you in about a month, 30 days. I'm calling, and I'm calling 20 of them to get 200,000. You understand what I'm saying? To get the 200,000 and have the extra 50K as a safety net. Because things happen when you're developing in real estate, when you're building and you're renovating. Hey, Noni. Hey, Carlton. Hey, everybody. Welcome in. Hey, JJ. Yeah, we having a real conversation this morning. So the strategy behind that would have been, okay, yes, I want to go for these grant opportunities, but I may not be so understanding. So I had to educate her. And I said, listen, grants are not quick turnaround times. This is not a flip real estate loan. That's not how this works. She said, oh, okay. Still wanted to go for it. I said, but I don't want you to have the expectations of this. I told her straight up, I'm not accepting clients. No, because you're not the client I'm looking for. So I'm not accepting you as my client. That's just really what I meant. But I gave her some websites and stuff that she can go to. And I also, told her, hey, I give out free information on YouTube every day, or you could join us on live every morning at 9 a.m. if you ever have the time. And I want you to be able to learn more about these opportunities because I want you to have clarity and reassurance on exactly what you're getting yourself into when you go for these grants. Grants do not have quick turnaround times. It is up to the grantor, who's the one who actually got the ticket, who got the big pockets, that's going to give you the money. It's up to them when they want to drop the check in your account. It's them. They have the power to give you the money. You are the one asking for the handout. So you must wait. You also have to understand that each grant that you go for, on average, they get 2,000 applications, which means you are competing against 2,000 other small business owners who are in the same exact aggressiveness of needing money right now, just like you. If you aggressively need some money right now, then why would you go for a loan? You need to think about the best ways you can go out and market and create awareness about your service or product and have somebody buy today. That's the whole purpose. That's the whole purpose. And you know what? It looks so much better when you're going to the grantors or you're going to apply and they ask you the question, how have you gained traction in your business? Well, these are the efforts that I put in. These are the efforts I put in. I did farmers markets. I went to different expos. I went to different free events that they hosted every Saturday or every week or whatever have you. I dedicate 2 days out of my week in between of me as still working a 9 to 5 to commit myself to the development process of my idea. So that way I can not only educate myself, but network myself with those individuals or potential customers. By me doing those efforts, I've been able to gain at least 3 clients within even 30 days. Which shows that I have something that is scalable. If I just had this grant opportunity, I'll be able to take myself to the next level with investing into more marketing efforts, investing into more of skill development, and trainings and stuff so I can provide a quality product or service. What y'all asking? Hey, do you only help find grants for for-profit businesses? No, nonprofit too. It looks beautiful there, sis. My grants are going to be approved. Amen. Thank you. Yep. So yeah, these consultations I've been having is opened my eyes, and I'm just like, Lord, and I've been like praying to God, like, how can I really, 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 really find the most comprehensive way to be able to, for them to really get it, right? For my people to really get it. And I just really believe that God is telling me everybody can't go. You have such a big heart. You got such a big heart, but you must understand that everybody cannot go. Not with this situation. That's not how this works. So you only gonna talk to, and only the ones who can comprehend what you're, pick up what you're putting down. It's only gonna be those people, and it's gonna be an intimate pool of people. It ain't gonna be all these millions of people through YouTube, through Instagram, or whatever have you, because you don't talk to the general public. You talk to actual people who have an actual brain, who actually are thinking on a consistent basis the best ways for them to get out of their financial situation and for them to be able to develop on their idea. And that's something that I definitely have to I have to continue to accept on a day-to-day basis. I can't help everybody, even though I truly want to. I really do. But eventually, these videos that I'm consistently doing and I'm consistently dropping, somebody gonna pick up something. Maybe Noni says maybe you can have a mid-level offering on Zoom where you can have multiples of us at a time. That's a lot of effort. I don't have time. If you knew what my days look like, I really don't have time. I don't, because one, the time difference, so that would be one. Two, what I learned is that when you do things like, for example, the low ticket, like an hour, that's definitely not going to be enough. But like maybe, I mean, I don't know. Like an hour would not be, thank you, would not be long enough. Once a month, that's a lot of effort and a lot of mental effort that I have to put in. And then also it's like I feel like I give out so many gems and so much like on YouTube for free. Like literally, if you just join in and you come and ask questions, I'll answer your questions for free, and you don't even have to pay for it because I'm on live stream every day at 9 a.m. Coming on live 1 hour a day every day at 9 a.m. is seriously a serious commitment. And if you know that I'm on live stream every day at 9 a.m. every day for free, you literally don't even have to pay to come here and ask me a question. So I look at it like, you could come here and just ask me a question and you don't even have to pay me. So no, I'm not going to do that because literally this is free. Like I do this an hour every day. No, I'm not going to do that. That's just, nah, that's just crazy. Not especially when I got so much other stuff I'm like doing, right? Like, yeah, nah. Lakeisha says gratitude for your time and care to help others. Thank you. Thank you so much. So yeah, I wish I could help everybody, but I'm not so much focused on that anymore. I'm only going to help the ones that truly understand. Well, I said, well, I tried it. Yeah, that's not happening. Nope. Plus, I also offer the more intimate setting where you can come on every Sunday and just pay $3 a month. $3. You could come in on Sundays where we're actually using Zoom itself too, but it's just us as members only. Where it's a smaller setting, is more intimate. It's not all these people coming in and out of the live stream during those times. It's on Sundays, every Sunday, 9 a.m. Eastern time, for $3 a month. Wow. If you can't even commit to the free live streams every morning at 9 a.m. or the 9 a.m. Sundays where you just pay $3 a month, what, are you kidding me? Are you really serious, or do you just want to pick my brain for your own satisfaction and ego? No, I'm not doing that. No. At least you tried, though. I appreciate it, but no. And the ones who pay the $100 for the one-on-one consultation, the reason why I put it at that price is because you got to be willing to pay for your business. Like, you got to be willing to do that. You know what I mean? Like, you got to be, it's a business expense. Like the woman I spoke to yesterday or whatever, she was like, I stopped paying monthly for my business website. Well, welcome to entrepreneurship. You have business fees that you have to pay. Either you're going to pay the annual fee or you're going to pay monthly. It's like, you have business bills. So what if you can't even commit to paying like $100 or $200 monthly in business bill? What are you going to do when you have to pay over $10,000 a month, and not just payroll, but also other things too? Yeah, we didn't even get to the point of payroll. When you got to hire your team to be able to do stuff. And then when you see the money coming in from your clients, are you going to actually pay well? Are you going to do right by your team? And it's more than just paying them nowadays. Like, people, especially Americans, like, people y'all want some serious incentives. You want benefits and everything. So what else are you offering besides just paying them to make them want to stay with you and to talk about how working with your company is amazing, and forget about what's going on in economics? When you are providing a position, you want to be the best boss ever. Because you got to remember the days that you worked a 9 to 5 and you hated your boss, or you didn't like, and you dreaded going into work every day. You can't forget about the process. Mindset development is so needed. And it's time for us to get out of the idea or the mindset of that we need loans, we need this, we need that. Because a lot of y'all don't even know how to even handle $15,000 credit cards maxed out. What? But you want a $50,000, $100,000 grant, loan, or whatever have you opportunity. Make it make sense. And find creative ways for you to be able to bring in income. Find creative ways for you to create awareness around your service or product that you currently are trying to get funding for. What can you do today to get people aware and to get people to purchase? What can you do today? You got to start thinking on that type of time. $100 business consulting is monthly. Did I miss something? No, it's just a $100 one-time consultation fee. The link has always been in my description. BG's on YouTube says, tell them sis, business insurance is another one too. That's a whole different one. Retaining lawyers for your business is also another one. These fees never stop for your business. No, they don't. But when you got clients and things is growing and everything is consistently going, you don't even worry about those fees. You don't even see them. You don't. Your focus has to stay on what is working, what is not working. That's why I said earlier, the woman that I spoke with, she had so much going on that it's like she was misorganized. Organization is key. You have to be organized so you can clearly identify the steps that you have been taking and that you are taking, or if you're even taking steps, or if you're getting ready to take steps, organize yourself. So that way you can identify what works and what doesn't work. What works, what doesn't work. This didn't work, don't even think about it. Facebook ads didn't work, don't even think about it. Instagram ads didn't work, don't think about it. Google ads didn't work, don't think about it. So what does work? Well, me going to these networking events and these luncheons every Sunday, every Saturday. I've been able to get 2 or 3 clients from out of that. What works and what doesn't work? You have to identify that. Think of the most creative way. Y'all got ChatGPT now. Pull up ChatGPT on your phone and say, give me creative ways that I can market my business without talking about Facebook ads or social media content. It'll tell you, it'll map it out. And you be real specific in your prompt. I live in Houston, Texas, and I have this home health agency, and I'm trying to bring in clients. But I don't want to invest into any type of Facebook ads or social media ads because I am not good with content. So give me the top 5 marketing strategies, execution strategies that I can do, that I can implement, right? So I can see what works for my city or my town, and I can be able to scale what I have. Right now, I'm in this phase of my business. So I'm in my startup phases. I don't have a team. I don't have any clients right now, but I'm looking to create awareness around what I got going on. ChatGPT will give you the whole thing. You gotta start using this technology. You gotta start opening your eyes, opening your heart, and being more open-minded about this stuff, or you're gonna be left behind. And if you want to be left behind, because sometimes some people deep down inside, they are looking for a savior and they want to be dependent. So if you want to be left behind, cool, this message is not for you. You can go ahead and exit out the YouTube. I'm only for the executioners, the people who really want to see a change and a difference and want to be able to control the ideas that they have with keeping God first, obviously. But I'm not talking about the ones who are just looking for a handout all the time and just trying to figure it out. Having a conversation with my Latino client yesterday, she was so amazing. But when I told her that literally is God first, she broke down on our Zoom call. I said, you got to cry it out. I said, but who you need to be crying to is God. Seriously. There's no way you feel like you're stuck and you feel like you're at a crossroads. You feel like it's so much chaos going on in your life. There's nobody that can help you out but God. Somebody can give you some money, but guess what? You still in that relationship that doesn't serve you. You still have this going on. You still have this going on. The only individual that can actually help you is God. You want a better life in your marriage. You want things to work better. You want your husband to have a more open mind in different areas, of your development process. Then there's only one individual who can convict his heart enough and put it on his mind that you need to stop doing what you're doing, and you need to be a better supporter. She's like, yeah, I've been running from God. Yeah. What you running for? You coming to me. I can't give you $1 million. And $1 million is not going to make you happy. None of it is going to make you happy. You got to go to God for that fulfillment. You need peace. And accepting Jesus Christ as your Lord and Savior, that gives you peace, no matter what situation you're in. So that's number one, keeping God first. Stop depending on these loan opportunities, because especially what we seen last night with this whole Donald Trump, it seemed like it was a Donald Trump award show, the Trump award show. But with that whole entire situation last night, okay, hang it up, hang it up, hang it up, hang it up. SBA, gone. Small Business Development Centers, gone. The reason why grants will always stay actually, in my eyes, the number one funding opportunity to go for is simply because they're not federally funded. You got government grants that are federally funded for development and agriculture and all this other good stuff and social justice, all that good stuff, right? Yeah, you got those. But that's through grants.gov, and the way DOGE is acting up, I ain't even too. And then you got USAID, which USAID was the number one like international assistance department that, you know, where you can just travel globally and be able to do agriculture things and technology developments and help with youth development in different countries and be able to get grants sponsored and through the federal government to be able to come out like out here to Africa and be able to help out. Well, because there's no more USAID and all those people are fired, well, that's a federally funded bureaucrat, right? That's a federal agency. So all those people that work for the USAID, they now have no jobs. Yeah. So the grants that I'm talking about are funded through businesses, right? That literally they give out this money because it helps them out on taxes, that are funded through private nonprofit organizations that go out and do the hard work or reach out to individuals in your communities to get donations and sponsors. And that's how they get that money, on top of like Hello Skip has their own YouTube and they share their YouTube revenue with their actual audience. And then you have like actual like firms, right? Investment firms like the Fearless Fund, the Black Ambition Prize, where they give out not only investment capital opportunities, but they give out grants too. I talk about these opportunities all the time because they're the best, the most solid opportunities to go for when, especially when we are going through economic challenges. The most solid opportunities. The SBA is literally being ran by Kelly Loeffler, who is a Republican, who is not for DEI initiatives, which means she is not for us Black folks, Latino folks, or persons of color at all. And allowing DOGE to come through and seize the day in their own way. No, this is not like, no. So if you want to go for an opportunity that really serves in your favor for development, well, you need to be properly prepared for that. And I've been explaining to y'all, having a business plan, having a business pitch deck, having a pitch video, right? Having those three things will put you in place. But the key point to those three things is to have a compelling, compassionate story. The business plan is literally your roadmap to success. It's literally the steps that you will be taking to reach those goals. Some of y'all don't even know how much money you simply want to make. You just say, I want to make almost over $10,000 a month. Oh, I want to make 6 figures a month. Okay, so how do you plan to get there from zero? Well, I was going to get a loan. Wrong. How you going to get a loan and you don't even receive income? So how do they know that you have the money to be able to pay it back? Do you have assets? Do you own a home? How much is your home worth right now on this market? Are you willing to sacrifice that in the event that you cannot pay this loan back? No. So loans is out of the way. So you want to go for grant opportunities. Okay, cool. So prove to us why we should give you the free money. Oh, because I'm a Black business owner that wants to help out children. Come with something harder. How do you plan to actually execute that? What is a proven strategy, and what makes your execution strategy actually like impactful? Like, how is this going to be, like, how do you know that this is actually going to work? How do you know that your service or product is actually needed out there? You have to start asking yourself these questions to develop your business mindset or your business acumen. So when you go in front of investors or you go in front of customers and they ask you certain questions, let me tell you something. A lot of y'all customers are, y'all target audience is millennials and, the Black culture. We are the hardest to sell to if you ain't white, because we already feel like we be scamming each other. So if you are a Black business owner trying to reach out to them, you got to really show and prove why you are not fraud. Why should I buy your products that you say that will wash my body and that's antibacterial when I could just continue using Dove? Because my grandma, she been using Dove ever since I known. And I've been using Dove too. And your products cost too much. Your products cost more than Dove. Of course it does. because my products are 100% organic. Dove cannot say that, or they will be in a class action lawsuit. Matter of fact, I think they had a few class action lawsuits that you are not worried about because you're simply focused on the price. But I'm telling you that this product that I have is actually good for your skin, and you will actually see much healthier skin in 90 days versus you consistently using Dove that's actually affecting your reproductive system. When you have a product or service that's seriously, like, for real, right? That's seriously helping solve a problem, because anything with problem solving, you can sell it. Taxes. People around this time of the year, they make so much money because what problem are they solving? They're solving the issues of not knowing how to do taxes or having to sit down and do it through TurboTax yourself. So guess what? They're gonna pay somebody else. And let me tell you something. It's people that's not even certified, that's not even CPAs, that are getting paid right now just to file taxes because these tax laws and codes and stuff is so different. But you're solving a problem. You're solving a problem. You can sell it. You can sell it no matter what. But the compassion that you need to have behind storytelling, right? The narrative that you need to have behind that when you're going for grant opportunities, that is going to be key. That needs to be inside of your business plan, in your mission statement. Your mission statement is your compelling, compassionate story. It's in your executive summary. And then everything else in your business plan is just going to help you with answering these grant questions. The pitch deck. The pitch deck, we went over that. It's a slideshow. This is something that's a visual piece that you get a chance to put your pictures out there. If you have any customer reviews, you can put it in the pitch deck or whatever have you. And you'll be able to really showcase how your product or service is needed in the market and why you should be chosen for the grant opportunity. And then to put an icing on the cake or the cherry on top is the 90-second pitch video. If you have a video with some nice music, right, that has some B-roll footage that can show a little visual of what you do, wow, that really shows that you put effort. And if you think about it, a 90-second pitch video is no different from a commercial for your business. Why y'all don't have commercials for your own business? Especially in this digital world that we living in, you need to have a piece of content to put out there to market yourself. At least put it on Instagram. You just created an Instagram and put the logo out there. No, that's not enough. You need to have visual pieces that you need to put on your website too. You don't just create one landing page. Think about how different you will be if you create a website or your landing page actually has a really nice video content there that really dives deep into the reasons for why you got into this particular industry and why you're so compassionate about solving this particular problem. That is what's going to make you innovative. Innovation means a different way of doing things, not just creating a new tech app. It gets deeper than that. What are y'all saying? Not everyone is meant for leadership. Absolutely. I appreciate you for sharing the gems. Thank you, Taisha. I'm going to get it. I need to talk to you because I have an idea that I came up with last night. Okay, cool. Hey, love, thank you for everything you do. Of course, besides loans, grants, asking family and friends, what are some of the other ways we can fund our business? Accelerator programs and incubators. Right? Accelerator programs and incubators. Accelerator programs are my favorite because they not only give you the money, the capital, but they also give you the training, right? And like I just stated earlier, Ash, creating that execution strategy that you can use to go out there and get your customers. If you do consulting, right, then you need to go where your customers are or market to them. If your consulting is credit repair, then wouldn't it be cool if you actually went to your local credit union and just asked them, hey, do you guys have someone that can assist with financial literacy opportunities, right? Which is educating your clients on the best ways that they can set themselves up for success and how they can take advantage of all of the incentives that you have. I literally did that with TD Bank. My local TD Bank branch, when I was living in Fort Lauderdale, there was a TD Bank branch in Lauderhill. And I went, the woman who runs it, her name is Miss Jackie, super cool. And literally, I did this entire thing where I was like, I just had a conversation where I said, I do credit repair. That's what I do. I repair credit. But I know that this particular branch that I'm at, it's kind of in the hood. So I already knew the type of people that was coming in there, and I knew that they didn't know much about credit. They just coming in here, making sure that their deposits is in or whatever have you. Then you got some scammers that's coming in there trying to get what they can get, whatever their business is. But when I explained to Ms. Jackie the importance of developing financial literacy in this particular zip code, that it will bring in more mindful individuals so you can actually save time on those rhetorical questions that you are answering on a day-to-day basis, which will increase the quality of your clientele and will make your branch look good, because it looks like you guys are actually transitioning people from just being regular citizens of 9 to 5 to actually individuals who are taking advantage of all the incentives that they have with being with TD Bank. So your community efforts, not just your friends and families, Ash, but community efforts, getting out in the community. That's why I said the Girl Scout cookie method. Community efforts really do matter. Matter of fact, right now, there's a couple of small businesses in California where they are like joining together and they're doing like these community efforts on a day-to-day basis. They're literally doing like a daily farmers market. Yes, they have physical brick and mortars. They can be in their offices, but screw that. We got to get out here in these streets now, because everything digitally can be manipulated. And clearly it is, with DOGE coming in and taking all of our information. And we don't know, God knows what they're doing with it. So staying hip to what's going on, right? And accelerated programs. That's another way that you can be able to get some capital and the mentorship you need, and also be able to get some deals and perks on the softwares and systems that you will need to develop and to be able to increase the quality of your service or product. All right, so we in like the last few minutes, 5 minutes or so. Do y'all have any questions for me? The whole entire purpose of this live stream is to reassure you that you don't need to go for loan opportunities, go for grant opportunities, go for accelerated programs, go for debt-free opportunities that serve in your favor. Don't be afraid to get out there and network yourself. Don't be afraid to speak to people who actually have the money to invest and want to invest because they want to increase their investment portfolios. While you guys are texting your questions, also, I have a really cool announcement. So I'm doing this new YouTube show. I already told y'all that I was doing it, but I'm bringing a new YouTube show, right? Pre-recorded videos to this channel that I'm starting to record now. I'm super excited about it. And it's all about investment, right? The way that you can, it's solely about how you can create or generate extra streams of income or have income while living abroad. The number one, excuse me, the number one reason why most of you guys won't leave your countries, won't leave the US especially, is because you're thinking about, how am I going to make money living abroad? That's the number one question. I want to leave. The feeling is, I want to leave the US. I don't want to stay here. But also, how am I going to make money living in Mexico? How am I going to make money living in Panama? How am I going to make money living in Thailand? How am I going to make money living in Bali? How am I going to make money living in Ghana? How am I going to make money living in Nigeria? So the purpose of this new show that I'm doing, it's pre-recorded, like I said, so that's why a lot of my time is actually being taken up. But it's to show you different markets that you can get into. And I'm actually introducing you guys to people who are developing these new innovations, whether it's in tech. I'm introducing to you guys real estate opportunities, right? So how you can get into residential real estate as well as commercial real estate. And I'm introducing you to the founders of these developments, why and what makes them qualified to get into this. And then also I'm introducing you to how you can invest into their projects, creating that residual income. So you can start setting up your income stream while you're in the U.S. So if you decide to leave the U.S. by the end of the year or whatever have you, or by this time next year, well, guess what? You'll already be generating revenue. Also, in agriculture efforts. Today, I actually just spent some money. I spent less than $600 to buy more than 10 cows. Cows like beef. If you guys don't know, it's Ramadan time, right? It's Ramadan time. So Muslims, they don't eat pork, right? We know that. So guess what? When the whole Ramadan thing is over in the next 30 days or whatever, or 20 something days, guess what? Cows, right? Beef, goat, and ram is gonna be selling quickly because everybody's off the fast. Not only that, I'm also investing into other like farming, agriculture initiatives. So I'm taking you on the journey of the things that I'm doing and what I want to get into. And then besides that, I'm introducing you to these individuals who actually could use your investment efforts and can genuinely give you a return on your investment, so you can create that income revenue, that residual already while you're still living in the US, packing yourself up to get ready to leave. If you invested, let's say if you invested like $500 out of your taxes, right, to buy you a couple rams and goats and stuff, right, out here in Africa, and that creates a revenue stream of at least giving you like $1,000 a month or whatever the case may be. I'm just throwing that out there, just throwing a number out there, right? There's your money right there for you to pay for your passport. There's your money for you to pay for your visa. There's your money for you to be able to pay for whatever else it takes for you to leave. You don't have to physically be in the US to run your company. You are the founder. Bosses have to enjoy the fruits of their labor, unless you actually want to be the one that's driving your own trucks and doing the load board yourself. Unless you actually want to be the one that is doing the home health aid efforts. Unless you want to actually, especially for those who are doing consulting based businesses and you can in e-commerce businesses, that's Wi-Fi money. So there's so many different ways that you can actually bring in streams of income, even by you living in the US, preparing yourself to be able to live abroad. So this new show that I'm doing, and I plan on dropping it the end of God's willing, the last week of March. But yeah, it's going to be very, very cool, very fun to do. And it's going to allow me to just bring some real network and bring some real reputable people who have really good investment portfolios already, some legitimate individuals. And not all of them are going to be African. You're going to have some that's Lebanese. You're going to have some that's Asian. You're going to have so many different people that I'm going to be talking to. So it's going to be diverse. I don't only serve Black Americans. I serve all races, genders, ethnic groups, and sexualities. I'm for everybody. Seriously, I'm everybody's business sister, right? So, yeah. Any last minute questions y'all might have before we get up out of here? We've been on here for like an hour and some change. I really do appreciate you guys being here with me for sure. This has been a really good conversation. No, you don't need a business loan. You can go for grants. Grants is your best friend. And also you'll be able to use some debt-free money that you don't have to pay back and scale your efforts. Thank you. Thank you. Cool. Are we all good? I think we're good. I think there's no questions. Rod, Roderick or Roderick, I hope I'm saying it right. But he said, I'll be in touch. Okay, I'm going to your Etsy. Cool. The link is inside of the description. Yes, I'm still doing my $37 buy my course, and I'll apply to the $10,000 grant for you. I'm still doing that. That's in all of my descriptions all the way up until April 2nd. The deadline date for that grant is April 2nd. So I'm doing that up until then. I can't wait until April 2nd comes, because I'm going to actually share with you guys how many people signed up, how much money I made from this exercise. So I can show you proof of concept, right? Like, And it's not because you got all these subscribers on YouTube. Man, it took me 6 years to get here. Where you have some creators where they reach 1 million subscribers in literally less than 30 days, right? So I'm actually a real person. You give great advice. Thank you. Glory to the Most High for sure. Very good presentation. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. All right, y'all. We're going to talk later. Obviously, we'll talk tomorrow. Same time tomorrow. Join me every day, 9 a.m. Eastern time. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Turn on push notifications so that way you won't miss any time that I go on live. It'll send you a notification too. I'm going to go in and actually eat me some lunch. And then I have other people that I need to link up with so we can get this new, how to, I don't know what I'm going to call it. Like, income, I don't know what I'm going to call this show. I got to find a title for it, like income abroad or something like that. I don't know. JJ's World says your information is very motivating, not to mention valuable. My heart appreciates your work and time. I'll definitely be in touch. Absolutely. Absolutely. Yes. Glory to the Most High. It's all God for sure. Yay. Thank you for subscribing, Lakeisha. Peace, family. See y'all in the 7-star said peace. Okay, bye, y'all. We're going to get out of here. I'll see y'all tomorrow, 9 a.m. Eastern time, okay? Enjoy the rest of your day. Bye.